I'm gluten-free Gigi. I understand how difficult it can be to enjoy the foods you love on a special diet. That's why I'm making these videos. Come join me in the kitchen. I want to show you how to caramelize an onion. That's such a mysterious thing to do in the kitchen for some people, and it really isn't. Take a saute pan or a large skillet like this, and I've got about a tablespoon of oil heating up, and you can see it starting to sizzle. So I've got this on about medium-high. So let's quickly go over and let me show you how I want to slice my onion for this. I'm going to take both ends off. And you normally don't see me remove that root end, but to caramelize, I want to make sure that we have these uniform strips. We want our oil, you can hear it popping away. I want to have it really hot when we start, because what we want to do is to get this onion cooking quickly at first, and then we're going to reduce the heat. When you caramelize an onion or anything else, you need to give yourself about half an hour for the entire process. So we'll take our onion, cut it in half, and just cut it into strips. And what happens when we caramelize over this low and steady heat for a long period of time is that we have the natural sugars in here releasing, and it'll cause it to get really brown and have a really, really sweet flavor. Alright, this looks great. We'll get a big sizzle here. So we get all of our onion in. Take a spoon and stir this around. Make sure your onion is broken apart. Let's go through like this and coat these slices so they come apart. Make sure they're all nice and glistening, coated with oil. This one just doesn't want to come apart. I'll reach in before it gets too hot in the pan. You be careful if you do that. Once you get this coated, let this cook uncovered for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what to do next. Come on over, have a look. About 6 minutes here on the onions we're caramelizing. This is what I want to show you. Notice I haven't stirred them after I coated them with oil. So let's have a peek. And take a few, look at that. This is what we're looking for. So you'll get some blistering here of the outside of your onion pieces, and obviously some browning. And they'll be at different levels here. But by and large, this is what we're getting. So let's put the tongs away and let's give these a stir. Gently flip them around. You see they're still nice and moist here. This is going to depend a lot on the onion and the pan you're using and how much oil you started with. Remember, I started with about a tablespoon. So give these a bit of a stir. And now it's time to reduce our heat. So get these in a nice single layer. And let's go ahead and reduce the heat. And I just want these down on a really low temperature for a simmer. About 15 more minutes, we'll come back and check. Have a look at our onions. We've been caramelizing for about 15 minutes. We'll give them just a gentle stir, and you can see how they're getting really brown. The larger pieces, not quite so much, so make sure these are all in a single layer. And you can see there's still a little bit of moisture here from the oil and the onions cooking out in the pan, but they're a little dry. I've still got them on low heat, and I want to add just about a tablespoon of water. And then stir this around just to keep them moist. And if yours dry out, you can continue to do that. And so you want them to glisten and just be a little moist while they cook. Continue to cook until the rest of the onion's brown. You'll see this red color go away if you're using a red onion. And we'll come back and we'll have a peek in about 10 more minutes. Have a look at our onions. They are caramelized. They look fantastic. They're brown, and I know that. So if you haven't caramelized onions before, don't be afraid. This is what you're going for. These are going to be so sweet, tender, and delicious in your favorite dish. Look at glutenfreegigi.com and check out the dishes where I use caramelized onions. You will love these.